In the heart of a quiet forest, a young deer named Robert awoke beneath a maple tree, his dreams filled with rolling meadows and warm sunsets. But he had no idea where he belonged. Robert had lived in many corners of the woods, always moving, never settling. One breezy morning, he decided it was time to find a true home, a place that felt just right. With a brave nod to the rising sun, Robert packed a small satchel with acorns, a pebble shaped like a heart, and his favorite mossy scarf. His journey had begun. The first path led him to a grove, where squirrels darted through golden leaves. Robert asked if he might stay, but the squirrels were too quick, their lives too busy for a gentle deer. He wandered on and came to a brook, where frogs croaked and water sparkled. Robert dipped his hooves in the cool current, but the frogs said the marsh was too soggy for someone who liked dry naps under trees. Further along, he found a sunlit clearing where butterflies danced. Robert lay down among the wildflowers, but something still didn't feel like home. It was too quiet, too still. At dusk, he climbed a hill and gazed across the land, rolling hills, shadowy woods, and faraway mountains. Somewhere out there, his home waited. He just knew it. That night, he sheltered beneath a cedar tree, listening to owls calling under the stars. "You're not lost," hooted one owl. "You're simply on your way." The next morning, Robert trotted into a pine forest filled with the scent of sap and snow. It was beautiful, but the cold nipped at his nose and made his scarf stiff. A family of hedgehogs offered him some spiced root tea. They were kind, but their burrows were too small for someone with antlers like his. He journeyed through fields of tall grass where crickets chirped in chorus. Robert sang along, but the open fields made him feel too exposed, too alone. Crossing a wooden bridge, he paused to stare at his reflection. "I don't look like I belong anywhere," he whispered. A breeze ruffled his fur as if to disagree. Then he met a fox who said, "Home isn't always a place. Sometimes, it's a feeling." Robert nodded, but he still hoped for something he could touch and see. He passed through foggy valleys and over mossy logs, always searching. Each place had its own charm, but none whispered, "Stay." One morning he came upon an ancient willow tree with a hollow at its base. Inside was dry, warm, and filled with feathers and pine cones left by someone before him. Robert curled up and listened. Birds chirped outside, and sunlight dappled the entrance. His heart beat slower. This place felt close to right. He stayed for a day, then 2. Animals came to visit. A badger brought honeycomb, a sparrow shared songs, and the wind carried stories from far-off places. Robert decorated the hollow with flowers, pebbles, and twigs shaped like stars. His scarf hung on a branch, gently swaying like a flag above a castle. He told stories to the fireflies and sang lullabies to the moon. His laughter filled the hollow, echoing softly under the willow's watchful branches. Though he still wandered now and then, he always returned to the willow. It greeted him like an old friend, rustling its leaves with joy. Word spread of Robert's hollows, and travelers came from near and far. He welcomed all, offering tea, tales, and warmth. He realized that home wasn't just a place. It was where he felt safe, where he could be himself, and where he could share that feeling with others. Robert, once a lost deer, had become a guide. Others saw in him the spirit of home, and stayed a while, always leaving with full hearts. And so, in a hollow under a willow tree, a young deer named Robert found riches beyond gold, a life filled with love, laughter, and belonging.